friends, thank you very much for clicking ABC English. Friends, today on this podcast, we are gonna discuss usage of I. My dear friends, we all know that I is a pronoun and it's a very common word. And during our conversation or in our writing, we use this term so many times. And regarding I, we have some misconceptions, and I have seen it various places. We often make mistakes using I in our sentences. My dear friends, the first misconception is that I is always followed by am. I is always followed by am in the sentences. So my dear friends, I now let's discuss the structure about this particular word. I, if we think about the grammatical structure, I is a personal pronoun. I is a personal pronoun. My dear friends, personal pronoun means, you know, it refers, that means this word is derived from person. Person. That means this term I is used to represent person. This is the thing. This is the main thing. Whenever we should remember it, whenever the term I refers a person in the sentences, at that time it is followed by am. My dear friends, first of all, we have to see whether this term I is used in the sentence to represent a person himself or not. Person himself, I mean to say, the person, obviously it is used for the speaker. Speaker. Suppose a person is in conversation with this person. This is A, this is B. So A will refer himself as I mean to say it. That means I is used for the speaker. Here this person is the speaker and he is using this term for him. That means whenever these particular word I represent the speaker himself, at that time it is a pronoun. As it is representing this person, that is why it is a pronoun, and as it is a person, it is personal pronoun. So my dear friends, whenever, so from this discussion it is clear that whenever the term I refers the speaker himself, at that time he is personal pronoun, and he is it, and this term is first person, first person, singular, singular number. It is first person. First person is always speaker. So the condition is that, the number one condition is that whenever it is a personal pronoun, at that time it will be used only for the speaker. This is the first condition. That means this term has to represent the speaker. And the second one is that it is singular in number. But plural in nature. Why why am I saying plural in nature? Friends, you have seen we write down I play football. You have seen. This is the correct sentence. Actually, my dear friends, this is the plural form. Singular form of this word is plays. And we use plays with third person, just like this one. He plays, she plays. In this way, we use it. And suppose the sentence is the subject is they. At that time, we use play. Because they, it is the plural form. That's why we use the plural verb. But in case of I is singular. But in nature, it is plural. Or you can say, if we think about the function of this first person singular number, it functions like the plural. That's why we use the plural verb all the time. My dear friends, I think this part is clear. The first one is speaker. It must represent the speaker, and also the second thing is that it is singular in nature, but plural in behavior, or it's singular in structure and plural in behavior or plural in nature. My dear friends, I think this part is clear to you. Now I am going to give you some examples, and you can see the main problem arise whenever we use I with the auxiliaries verbs. You know, auxiliaries means I with the auxiliary as the main verb. Whenever the auxiliary verbs are used as the main verb, at that time we feel these types of confusions. And if you watch this video, I think you will be entirely satisfied, and there will be no such misconception regarding the usage of I in the English sentences. Friends, auxiliary verbs, you know, there are three types of primary auxiliaries. One is be, another one is do, another one is have. Be refers different forms of be. Different forms am, is, are, was, were. These are the different forms of be. And do, you know, different forms are does and did. There is also done, but done, doing. Friends, these terms are not used in the sentence as main verb. Not, my dear friends, these terms, you know, these terms cannot be used alone in the sentence as a main verb. That means these term are used in the sentence as auxiliary verb and also as main verb. Did, this term is also used as auxiliary verb and main verb, but these terms are only main verbs. These are not auxiliary verbs. So we are not thinking about these two words right now. Now have has different forms, has and also had. Friends, has is the singular form, have is the plural form, and had is the past form and past participle as well. And the same thing, having that is continuous form but cannot be used as only main verb in the sentence. That means without the help of auxiliary verbs, these are not used. Always they need the help of the auxiliaries. These are auxiliaries, but this term can be used as the main verb in the sentence. And here we feel some problems whenever we use I with it. Let's look at the examples I'm going to give you. Friends, first of all, I have written I am a student. That means this is the speaker. This is the speaker. This student is the speaker, and he is referring himself as I. So this is first person and personal pronoun, referring to the person, referring to the student, and it's a personal pronoun. So first person personal pronoun. That is why am is properly used in this sentence. Now, my dear friends, let's look at the second one. Friends, I will write down not only with these verbs, but also I will write down with the modals. You can see we can use I with all the modals and I with all these types of verbs. Let's look at the examples. Now we'll use is with I. Is, this is our main verb. Subject is always I. I is the ninth letter of English alphabet. Friends, here I is not a personal pronoun. I is here actually a noun, and it is third person singular. It is third person and singular number. Friends, I here does not refer to a person. It does not refer to a person. Or this is not the speaker. Two conditions should be there. One, this person should be the speaker, and this person for himself, he is a person, so obviously it's a noun. And instead of this noun, this person himself only can refer himself as I. But here you can see I is the ninth letter. So it is not a person. It is not first person. Is first thing, it is not a person. And second thing, it is not first person, because speaker is always first person, but this is not the speaker. This is not the speaker here. So it's a noun. And as I here, it is a noun. That's why we are using is with it. Friends, this is the correct sentence. Now, friends, you can see we will use I, are. Are playing, are students. Friends, here I am writing down some other things. You, he, and I. Friends, the subject is plural, as we have used second person, third person, and this is here first person, and after that we are using are with it. Friends, this is also a correct sentence. So friends, we used am, is, are with I. Next we have to use have. It's very common thing, you know. I am writing down I have a pen. Friends, you can see next we will use have with it. So friends, I have a pen. My dear friends, have and has shows possession, you know it. and I is the first person singular number here. I is a personal pronoun, it refers a person, and the sentence is I have a pen. It's a correct sentence, we all know this. In the second part, I have written I has the ability to be a pronoun. My dear friends, this I is not the pronoun here. My dear friends, watch it carefully. We are saying I has the ability to be a pronoun. It may be, suppose it may be any kind of symbol, whatever it may be. Suppose I am writing down this symbol. This symbol has the ability to be a pronoun. If we write down, so it will not become a personal pronoun like I. Here, this term, this symbol, and this word is similar. I here does not refer to a person. We are saying this symbol has the ability to be a pronoun, and I is a pronoun. I can be used as pronoun. So here it is not a personal pronoun. So obviously it's a noun. It's a noun because we can use only the noun or the pronoun as the subject of a sentence. Here this is the subject of a sentence. So obviously it is a noun, and obviously it is third person. Nouns, you know, all the nouns are third persons, and it is singular in number. That is why we have used has with it. My dear friends, this is a correct sentence. There is no such mistake. Don't be confused. There is no such mistakes. Let's look at the next one. So friends, we have used am, is, are, have, has with I. Next we'll use was, were. Friends, you have seen these types of sentence. I was there. I was there. I is the subject here, and I refers to the person. So obviously it's a personal pronoun and it is singular in number. That's why we have used was. There is no such mistake. It's a correct sentence. Now look at this. We have to use after I you have to use where. Look at this sentence. If I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. Here the sentence is, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. Here I refers to the person. And my dear friends, this is first person singular number. And these types of sentences are imaginary sentences, hypothetical sentences. And for all type of subjects, we have to use were. So I were a bird. Here where is correct. Now we have to use do, does, did. And this is very common, you know. I'm writing down I do it. I do it. So I is the personal pronoun used as maybe singular but plural in nature. That's why we have used plural verb. It's a correct sentence. It's a personal pronoun. I does not have the I does not have the ability. I am writing down same type of sentence. Ability to be a multi-lettered noun. Friends, look at this. It's a word here and I am writing down does. Here I is the symbol I is just a letter here. It is not referring to a person or the speaker himself. Here it is the letter of English alphabet, and obviously it is noun and it is singular, and this is one letter word, and that is why I'm writing down I does not have the ability to be a multi-lettered noun. So as there is only one letter, that's why we are using this type of sentences. Friends, this is a correct structure, correct sentence. There is no such mistake. Friends, in case of did, I did the sum. You know it. It's common past indefinite tense. I did the sum. Here, I is the personal pronoun, and for any kind of subject, we have to use did. So it's a correct sentence. It's a past indefinite tense. So my dear friends, we used also do, does, and did. So here the be verb, have verb, and do verb, all the primary auxiliaries can be used with I, and we have proved it. And next, there are different types of modals, and you can use I with all the modals, just like this one. Can I can do it. As a result, you can write down I could do it. You can write down I may do it. I may do it. I might do it. I shall do it. I will do it. I should do it. Can, could, shall, should, may, might, will, would. Then you can write down I used to do it. I used to do it. Then you can write down I need to do it. Then you can write down I need to do it. Then you can write down I dare not to do it. Not to do it. Even you can write down I have to do it. I have to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. And friends, next has to. Has to. Here I am writing down one sentence. Let's look at this. I has to be more strong. I has to be more strong word with multi letters. Friends, let's look at this. Here has to, have to, these basically refers required to be. Required to be. In this sense, we use have to, has to. Friends, here I is not a personal pronoun. It's a noun here. And think about the sentence. I have written here I has to be more strong word with multi letters. That means if the word formed with many letters, at that time it would be very much strong. This is the meaning of this sentence, but here there is only one letter. That's why you have written this type of sentences, and here it is a noun and it is third person singular number, and that is why we have used has with it. And rest of the verbs, I is personal pronoun. You have used all types of modal verbs, and I is the personal pronoun, and it is speaker here. Here it is not a speaker, it is not a person, it is just a word, a single lettered word. There is, I, you can see A, it is also a single letter and it can be treated as a word because we use this as a determiner, you have seen. So my dear friends, you could see that we have used I with all type of auxiliaries both for primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. So my dear friends, I would like to request you don't to be very much rigid with any kind of word, because there are different types of usage in English sentences. So look at the sentence properly and think about the function. What is this particular word doing in the sentence? That is the main thing. If you can identify the function, what is being done by that particular word in the sentence, if it is discovered by you, you can think that you have learned about 90% of English language, because this is the most important thing. You have to understand this thing only. So don't be rigid, just try to understand the usage properly, and you will obviously one day you will be a great speaker, or one day you will be very much fluent or very much confident in English. So my dear friends, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much. And if you like this video, I'd like to request you to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. I'll post these types of very informative videos for you. I think this video will be beneficial for you. If you get any kind of knowledge from this channel, my process, my attempt will be successful. So my dear friends, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.